For this type of boss, the only way I think you can get to him is do a proper analysis and see that, okay, sir, few months ago, before we had this whole ladies, this is what we were making. Do you understand? And this is how pleased the clients we worked for used to be. Do you understand? But now, considering what has been happening over the few months, this is our productivity level. You know, he needs to come from that angle. It needs to be factual. It needs to be very, very objective. Do you know that Eve has been causing problems from beginning of existence? The problem where Eve don't cause for this life, oh my God. Check any problem will happen for this life. Check. You go see say that Eve be the origin.
Hello viewers. Either you're a loyal subscriber or the first listener. Welcome to this interesting episode of the HR Anonymous Show. I mean, the only platform where we share real life workplace experiences, the goes, the drama, the palaver, and every other things where they prepare you for that your workplace. Send them to us. I mean, you can send us your stories via WhatsApp or Gmail or email. Sorry, our email is hranonymous@thebgshows.com and our WhatsApp is 081-1466-9924. And today, as usual, we have hot stories for you guys. I mean, you cannot wait to hear what our anonymous are currently facing in their workplaces. I mean, Okpogon. So today, let's call Rachel to give us the very first story. And while you're watching, do not forget to drop your comments, drop your opinions, drop your own suggestions. We want to hear from you. Thank you.
If they don't drop it, they will see me in their dreams.
They'll see me in their dreams.
Yeah, they'll see me in their dreams. So let's dive straight into the first story. So our anonymous is saying, I am a fellow HR personnel as well. So now, they touch only employee. Now, HR won't express their own thing where their eye they see. I am fed up with my employer. There is serious need for a gender balance in our organization. However, this oga wey they work with is obsessed and blinded by anything where they call V. Anything where they call V. Now in my oga they like. Figure 8. Now, Coke bottle. Whenever I shortlist candidates based on their potentials, job-related qualities, this candidate can do this, okay, they have this experience and all that. He totally ignores those candidates. And he only responds based on candidate sexual appeal.
Okay.
As a result, 90% of staff members are women, Coke bottle women. And that is really affecting the level of diversity at work. I have tried to communicate the need to focus on the core of the job to boost productivity other than beauty. But my boss only cares about curves and beauty. As it stands, all you need to do to be able to get into our company, you want job, you want enter, just dress attractively and package all them twins and everything.
And the mother with the back.
Yes, and their mother for the back. You don't get job. Immediately said.
It's okay.
I don't have a problem with him hiring women. My own problem is even if you want hire woman, hire the right fit for the job. If you be like Ken, he sabi the job, hire am. If it's a man that knows the job, hire the person. Anonymous, you can't dey ask us. Now go ask, I know they. Anonymous, come say, please, HR Anonymous. How do I communicate and convince my boss without getting on his wrong side?
Well,
This gender.
this matter.
Your gender.
My gender never disappoints. Before I start, well, I will start with, we have come again. We have come again.
Your
Father,
gender.
we have come again.
Your gender
Holy
has
Ghost,
come again.
come and no, because we never disappoint. The question in my head now is that these companies, what are they really into? Because I know that there are some companies, they have a reason for going for really beautiful ladies. That is their attractive ladies, Coke bottle. You understand? There are some banks now you enter, even if you enter with vaccination, even if now like urgent 2K, you won't go withdraw. By the time you just see one pretty face smiling at yourself, you go just
calm
you
down.
go just calm down. Even if you even go with the mindset say you want withdraw maybe like 2K, by the time you see one fine face, you will just increase and say, oh boy, please, can I withdraw 15K? You understand? So we need to we need to even fair understand from that angle. Say yes, because now the HR is just explaining that okay, this is the situation that I can understand that when a boss is going for just looks, sometimes it would affect the company, but we even need to find out what kind of business.
I don't agree.
Okay, why you not
sometimes?
I don't agree now. Say
okay,
like this story is already giving us a point of either they are beautiful or not, either they are Coke bottle or iMalt bottle. The thing is that they are not good fit to some extent. Because this HR is saying these people are not even doing the work. They are not good fit. Do you get? So even if the boss wants to go for something attractive, they could be attractive and still giving you what you need on the job.
Christina, my own problem is it's not even whether they are good fit or yes, that's an issue.
Yeah.
My own is 90% of the people where did the organization can't be Coke bottle.
No, maybe
so now for person to do cleaner, it must be Coke bottle. For you to do security, now female security.
But the question is it affecting the HR? The thing they affect the HR, is it affecting the HR's
It's affecting productivity.
How?
Definitely. See, and there's something called diversity.
Okay.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think which this HR is actually concerned about. You go organization, everywhere for the organization, 90% of the people are women. They're not going to ask you whether or not don't open another this thing aside the business one that they do. Whether or not don't get side hustle. I mean they do hook up on the side. Because I don't understand why the criteria for recruiting somebody in your office must be that the person is COVID.
Exactly. Because speaking to this whole diversity thing that Rachel was talking about, I was going to say that when you have a particular like what is species gender, a particular gender.
Our gender never disappoints.
I beg it. The only thing that's going to be restricted because then you will not find different perspectives to things. There will just be a one-way traffic. This is it. Now our ladies they do things with this. This is just what we are doing. Do you understand? But when they have the gender balance, there will definitely be diversity and several perspectives coming together to play out. Do you get? So I don't know.
But the question is, how is this HR communicating this thing to the boss?
Is this last?
Okay, last. Okay, you want to keep it for the last.
His major concern is how do I communicate this thing to my boss?
To the boss.
That he won't get angry.
No, I think he said he has tried to communicate that. But regardless, even when he shortlists people. Now waiting the boss won't do, he go still do.
I don't think
he has not tried.
Yes.
No, because I'm sensing that this boss might have a giddy. First of all, he might be he might be very, very stubborn. You understand? So it depends. So when you want to speak to bosses like this, first of all, you cannot change in a yoga. He likes what he likes. And until he sees that this thing is affecting, because I know that the goal of every organization, whether the boss like woman or not, is to make money. Because from the story, it looks like this HR, even they try to bring people where really make sense, that actually fit the role. People who can actually deliver on the job, but yet Baba still no hungry, na still beauty in they go after. So it be like say even the one when the HR they complain, it's not really significant enough. Because trust me, boss where they receive, boss where they open business to make money, and if they see say maybe normally before now like 50 million in they make. Now, you can't notice say the 50 million don't they look like 30 million.
No.
It's supposed don't para.
I do not.
It's supposed don't para. And which makes me now wonder, what are they really doing? Because trust me, I tell you one story what happened to me. Back in like 2015. You understand? So that time we just finished school. So we try to manage papa and mama know the same money again. So any small money we just pin them. Now small. So that day, I swear to God, my intention are just to go bank. That time, ATM never full everywhere like that. You understand? My intention are just to go bank, withdraw the least 2K. You understand? I go bank like this, one very popular bank. Oh boy, Then their strategy be that. The way the babe just welcome me like this,
Your body doesn't
they
feel
smile.
this.
I don't know when I change mine to like 6K.
But
You understand?
because you get the
You
system
go
account.
No,
He does not
so-
but deposit 4K for another.
I don't know when I tell you, and just to push the conversation. I'm not saying I tried to toast, but
Yeah.
I just try to tell
But
you
you
the
tried
effect.
small.
You understand? So if they possible say this company now, it's possible that they are probably into real estate. And trust me, if you check Instagram these days now, all these babes where they advertise are now, we know what we they see. They are very curvy.
To the
You
eye.
understand? So tell me, nobody want just see one. If I like, nobody want know whether you know the job. Maybe you're fine for something like real estate now. We know what they're advertising. They're advertising house, but they're advertising
But
something
you're
else.
advertising something.
Do you understand? So
No,
it's possible. It's possible that
you.
the boss they see
Yeah.
what that HR know they see. You understand? And also
As much as
there's a after work service. Most still check where. If they possible say the boss he get why 1 or 2.
Firstly,
You get why.
He
No,
get
also
why.
agree with
So those
you.
are the questions.
Shey na laundry service after work.
No, there are many things follow. It could be say they want discuss some strategies we go make the company.
Nah, this
move to
strategy-
I get your point.
I don't
get
You
it.
mentioned some things about banks and all of it.
Yeah.
Like I've heard and I've seen people like who work in the bank and then they'll say something like, once you get into their workspace, like you want to get a job
Yeah.
and you don't, even if you like, you know everything. First thing, are you looking attractive?
And your voice
Even
sweet.
to some extent, are you fair? Like, do you have this?
I'm telling
Do you have
you.
this face kind of appealing look that
I'm telling
anybody that
you.
sees you first would want to hear what you have to say?
I'm
Do
telling
you
you.
understand? Especially their marketers and all of those people that do
Bam.
come and patronize us. They want you to like a guy is
See,
seeing
you
and
get
like
them.
stopping.
You get
So
them.
that's why I'm saying I
So,
get
see, everything is packaging, Rachel. Everything is
hold on.
packaging.
I understand what you people are saying. And I don't have a problem with it if they are marketers. What I have a problem with is 90% of your employees. So are you telling me that 90% of your employees are actually marketers? Are you speaking to the fact that it has not started affecting productivity, or it's not affecting their work?
Enough.
The HR
That's not affected
for
enough.
the man to see. I think the HR is beginning to be concerned because probably he has to fill in for some people's incompetency, or
Yes,
some
they want
other
covering up.
or some other competent people have to do extra because some people are
I'm
being
not doing the main thing.
incompetent. Sure, you
But
understand?
you know what? I was going to say something about this gender 90% thing. I must tell you, there are some jobs that you do that is strictly based on gender.
Thank you.
Because I've observed that construction companies,
Yeah.
I can tell for a fact that you can see a ratio of
Mostly
95%
males.
male gender
Yes.
Do you
and then
understand?
5% female. That's
True.
because the job is basically for the male gender.
Yes.
Ladies don't feel they carry
Thank you.
the
So
ball.
it
Do you
could
get?
be that
So
same
it's
No,
situation.
it's not.
that is
I don't
only-
think so.
That is only if what they are into has to do with the female gender, like female based.
Do you know why I don't
So
agree?
it is possible. But speaking to the productivity thing, I don't think that if they're actually doing the right thing or if they're best fit for the job, the HR will be come and be giving all of this complaints. So definitely there's a problem somewhere. There's a loophole.
Yes.
Do you get? But the boss is not seeing it because she shall done the see person way straight and person way they coffee. Do you understand? So for the productivity,
Well,
I'm not going to.
yeah.
But it's very, very
Well,
possible
I would say
to have a ratio of gender based like that.
yeah, I would say there's
Yes,
a medicine.
yes,
Sorry,
yes.
I would say there's a medicine for those type of bosses. See, not be every time you go they prove say you are intelligent or you are smart or you want to look for a strategic way. See, there are sometimes you know how to manage your boss. If you know that your boss has a gidi like this, why on
You and
earth?
this, you are
Why if you don't say because from the story when I dey see now, you always say your boss goes for the ones that are appealing. You understand? Don't even shortlist them at all.
how you go
You
take
understand? No, you dey shortlist them now. Why go shortlist some people?
Presley,
Na
that's
psychology you
fair.
go don use strategy.
I must tell you,
Yeah.
if he's not going to shortlist people like that, the boss will keep telling him to keep recruiting
He will
until
continue.
he sees people that is interested in.
He will
Christian,
continue.
I even
No,
feel
there's a
that-
silent
I
way.
don't feel that there's an other side to it.
Okay.
You not wanting to shortlist somebody because they are curvy and all that, forgetting that they might actually have the skill
Yeah.
or they are
Exactly.
what you actually
True.
need. And I think that on some points, what you're talking about my work,
Yes.
Because imagine that you want to do a gender balance stuff.
Yes.
You can just shortlist male
Simple.
for gender balance.
Why is he stressing himself?
On that note, I can understand you. And I'm saying that sometimes some organizations can be 95% yes.
Okay.
I think if that was the case in this organization, HR will not be worried about diversity.
Yes.
He would understand, because every HR person understands industries and what is obtainable in this industry. Like construction, they don't even need to explain to you. When you see the gender disparity,
Yes.
you already understand that
Yes,
because
yes.
this is a
So
construction.
that's
I
why.
don't think that's the same thing that applies to these people. Maybe the organ are just the one they do hook up. I mean, I know these guys.
What do you mean only hook up?
But I was thinking of something that like now this HR's concern, is it as a result of the interview outcome? Like, is it speaking to the interview outcome or their ability on the job? You know that it's a different
Their
thing when you are
performance.
interviewing somebody and that the person's performance might be different from when the person gets on the job.
Yes.
There are some persons that while you're interviewing them, they will speak all the old grammar for these
Grammar.
words. You go look them and say, no, this one are best fit, forget it. Let them get on the job. You'll be wondering, did I actually recruit this person?
Yeah.
Do you get? So I want to know, this HR's concern, is it speaking from the point of the interview performance of those candidates or on the job?
I don't.
It's possible.
I
It's
think
possible.
that
Because first of all, in a place where you have 90% women, there's tendency that it will be difficult for him. Because there's this women can gang
What
up.
do you mean?
Your gender can
What
gang
do
up.
you mean?
Your gender can gang
No,
up.
I don't
Seriously.
agree.
No, it's
gang
possible.
up to do what?
Yes.
Gang up to
Maybe
what?
for example now the HR now they give one kind of instruction and all. They not go on to follow am because they know that women supporting women.
I do not.
You know that maybe now that
I do
women
not
supporting women.
Women are not
I
like
do
that.
not.
How can you tell?
I think
It can be the case of women supporting
Presley,
women
like,
now.
No.
I think that you would even have it easier working with them.
Who said?
Because you are working with people that understand and have so much empathy.
God bless you.
How are you
God
sure
bless
that is
you.
the
Yes.
case?
And
Yes.
women
How are
like
you
it
sure that
women.
is the
Presley,
case?
Presley.
Because if it be say this anonymous now, no one really even tell you now wetin dey pay now.
It's a lie.
You just dey try to go through corner.
See,
You understand? One put am on the bus. Well,
For
we
a fact,
know.
women are the best people to work with.
Let me tell you another fact.
Do you know that?
Women
Wait, before you
follow
mention
rules
the
and
fact,
regulations.
before you mention the another fact, do you before you mention the another fact, do you know that Eve has been causing problem from beginning of
No, we'll go to
existence?
Bible matter.
Eh?
Leave
Eve.
our mother
We'll go to
alone.
Bible
Eve.
matter. I'm not-
The problem where Eve don't cause for this life, oh my God, oh my God. In fact, check any problem wey happen for this life. Check. You go see say na Eve be the origin.
Yes.
Adam,
Presley, the only time the only thing wey go make me agree with you say sometimes na the reason now. You know all those times wey heat dey catch you now. And you come wear your clothes together, you come like if not do wetin she do now, she go over there dey waka naked.
Adam,
You people are ladies. Assuming say I get my fellow man for a nine go understand. Women don't gang up on your matter before. If women gang up, trust me.
You must have done something bad. You must have done
Trust
something
me.
bad.
Women supporting women. That talk, no be just ordinary talk. If women decide to support women, you as a man, you go frustrate. See, the thing when I go just talk be say, make this HR, may just find one way, may just a short list so man. We Ben actually no may not be like say it just the short list just man we no make sense. It could actually be men that actually know their job. Do you understand? Now, when he keeps shortlisting and the organ no see woman, one way or the other, you cannot reject. You cannot do like 5 recruitments and then you pursue everybody now. Except the organ wants to recruit a particular person.
See, one thing that is certain is, in as much as this boss in question has his own preference,
Yes.
if you like, shortlist men will get 2 eggs.
You go continue
They
the
will keep
shortlist.
shortlisting. So I think only if they both have an agreement, let there be an agreement before you can take the step. But I'm going back to the point that I raised the other time. I think the HR will be wrong if his judgment or if his concern is based on the interview performance of those candidates.
Yes.
Do you understand? So if this is coming from the point of their performance on the job, then we can take it as a problem.
True.
Because if you are banking on their interview performance,
No,
I'm coming.
do not
Sorry,
agree.
let me make a point. Let me get my point right. What I'm trying to say is that now these are 2 different things. We have interview performance. We have the performance on the job.
Yes.
So now, if the boss is working strictly on the performance on the job, then that means to some extent he is right.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
But if the HR is working on the performance during the interview, it might be wrong. Because sometimes you have best fits during interview, but when they get on the job, they are doing something different.
Which is not the problem of the boss.
Which is not the problem
It's
of
the
boss.
problem of the
That's where
HR
I'm
not
coming from.
being able to detect it.
I do not agree. And why I do not agree is because there's already you do not know people's performance on the job until they get on the job.
Exactly.
And I think that if you have a wrong interview process, or if your interview process is not fair enough, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
True.
Yes, there might be cases of bad hires. It happens.
Which is not the problem of the boss.
But now
That's just what I want you
but
to
now
agree.
here is the problem. Now you're seeing somebody that is a good fit for this job,
Yes.
have the correct certificate and all that, just because they don't have breast and they don't have bum bum, they are suddenly not being chosen or they are not being selected. I don't think that that's a fair interview process. That you are choosing somebody based on their body type.
That is
how
why
they
that
look.
is why I say it again. What is now the selling point?
You're not speaking to the angle I'm coming from.
No,
The angle I'm coming from is people
Which
that
is
are
why I
already
asked.
on the job. Like they're already on the job. I'm not
Yes.
talking about when they were coming.
When
You
they were
know,
coming.
I'm talking about the HR having issues with these people are already on the job. They are doing the job well. But
Yes,
because
yes.
it's 90% female,
Female.
is why you are having
Yes.
problem with it. That's what
It's
I'm saying.
possible.
Yes, I think that
Do you get my point?
I think that you can have a problem with it
Yeah.
for the sake of diversity.
Yeah, I understand.
You can have
I
a
understand.
problem with
And that was why we were
And
speaking
again, who says that those other people that were unfairly not chosen
Because
cannot
of
do
their gender.
better on the job?
That's what we are.
But they were
that
not
was
chosen
why. That
because
was
of
why
their
we
gender.
mentioned it depends what the company is into. Sometimes.
Yes, it
So of course,
You cannot be into real estate and then you want somebody to buy a house of 300 million and you're putting one straight
that's
guy.
not what I'm
For
saying.
who?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not standing on the angle of there is nothing bad with 90% females and blah blah. That's not my.
I see no issue
I'm
wrong with
coming
it.
from. It depends on what they want.
True.
It depends on what the organization is after. What do they sell?
Yes.
Do you get? So what I'm trying to say is that it is possible that this boss is looking at it from the angle of these are the people that can dish out what we sell and
True.
bring in what we want.
True.
Do you get? So
True.
that's what I'm trying
And
to
I
say.
think that if he has so much belief in his HR and his HR has such capability, your HR can look at your organization and know the kind of employees you need.
Yeah, it
Your
depends.
HR actually
It depends
knows
on-
that. I think we know all these things.
Yeah.
Even you and I, we know that if I'm recruiting for like bus drivers, I'm getting majorly male.
Yes,
I
sure.
know that if I'm recruiting for a front desk
You're going
officer,
for a female.
probably a female would be the best person. We know all these things. I think for him to be raising a concern of having 90% female means that
But
there are avenues or there are positions that could have been handled by male,
male.
and you would have the gender balance in the organization. So you understand?
Okay.
You know, there are male accountants and there are female,
Female
accountants.
accountants.
Of course.
Now I'm recruiting and the whole of my account departments are female.
Female.
Now,
When I
the
can
problem is-
always have a male, just because they have bum
Rachel,
and breast.
Although that
I want to
scenario
ask-
is that
I want
it
to
did not
ask a
specify
question.
you whether
I want to
it's
ask a
just
question.
accountant.
No, I want to ask
Yeah.
a question. I want to ask a question. Do you guys think that the actual responsibility that has to do with the growth of the organization is more on the business owner or the HR?
I think that it's
It's more on who?
I would not be able to determine who is more on, because you know sometimes you have to understand the involvement of the owner of the business.
I
Yes.
mean,
Hold on,
whose
hold on.
primary goal is it for the business?
It's
to grow?
supposed to be everybody's
It's
goal.
everybody's goal.
It's supposed to be everybody's goal. Why I'm saying this is because you know there are some people that are into businesses that they don't know the rudiments of this business.
Yes.
I know.
So they just have to get MDs or people that actually
manage,
really know
to
the
manage.
business.
Yes,
My
yes.
own is that I'm a good businessman. I can spot a good business and invest my money.
Then I get
in it.
people to
Yes.
handle
Sure, you
or manage it
understand.
for me.
So now I have to get people that the business would be their
Yeah,
interest.
I get all of that processes. My own question is, you have a business.
Yeah.
You're getting myself and Rachel to manage it for you. Like, who the thing would they pepper most?
It's supposed to be pepper you because
grow.
of your money.
This
Now
business
the
must grow.
boss now.
The
Like,
business
to
the
will
boss.
desire
grow.
the result is more like you should be more concerned about the desired result. So
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a reason why a boss will be sitting right there and watch his business go down the list
That
just
is
because
what-
of bomb and bread.
Do you understand?
So that's why I'm trying to go. I'm not supporting you. Go
You
and
must
start.
support. You must
That's
support
why I'm
me.
trying to come
Bomb
from the
is
lane
life.
of, is it possible that there is a reason for his own his own preference? Do you get my point?
Christian, have you met all these babalaye before?
We get big belly.
Wey get
We
big
don't
belly.
drink 3-3.
They come wear all those their ileke for their hand. Have you met them before?
Not.
All those men, if you like, come there for the sake of the funny thing, the pressure will be on you to deliver.
Yeah.
They'll put pressure on you to deliver.
Mhm.
But when it comes to them selecting the candidates, they'll be selecting the one that does not have sense.
And as a matter of fact, they'll put the blame on you.
Yes,
They'll
they'll
put the blame on you.
No.
But they are the ones selecting the one that does not have
the
sense.
truth
They will
is
even put their girlfriend.
that one.
Let me even cite an example. It was a bus park. And you know all these bus parks, they used to have all these people that used to collect money. That used to collect money from all these people. But because this one a chairman girlfriend, chairman say make they collect money, but she not get enough wearing to collect money from drivers. Now chairman come dey say, money wey they collect for park no be as before. You can't dey blame other people. Whereas now your girlfriend you say make they collect the money. How you go say
That's why I said from the very beginning. Say this thing, they affect your money. Trust me, if this thing
they affect
affect
people now.
I think it's only HR that is complaining here now.
But
If the HR,
do you guys think that the HR can mind his business? Is it possible?
I don't
Yes,
think so.
yes.
Because
Yes.
no, you cannot. Because how do you want to be in an organization that your impact is not felt?
No.
It's not growing, and there is even nothing like diversity. Everything is just one way traffic.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and you know something,
You are not
Christiana.
bringing in people with initiatives. You're only
Yes.
bringing in people with two breasts and their mother at the back.
See,
I don't understand.
Christiana, you know
See.
what again? He further tells when people enter your organization, now the new generation of HR, you are preaching emotional intelligence, preaching diversity, equity, and inclusion. You're preaching all that and everything, the work-life balance, everything is all over the place. And you say you're an HR professional, and I come to where you say you are being professional, and you're having 90%.
Oh,
He even speaks to
caramel, indigo,
everything.
Human hair.
First
He
of
even
all,
speaks to the kind of HR that you are yourself. Nobody will know that he's your organizer. Yeah,
Maybe
and you know
it's
the HR.
corporate.
first of all, on a serious note, forget saying we did joke about
We know
this.
they follow you.
First of all, I give it up to my gender. Then second of all, we need to find the HR. If I'm to advise this HR, he needs to approach his boss with it delicately.
True.
And you should not just go there and say is the gender balance talk. No, he needs to do a proper analysis, a genuine reason. And if he wants to do
Gender
that,
balance
the
is
only
a
thing that
genuine
can make your boss see reasons. Maybe the organization is not balancing where they don't want any gender.
No, it's a
But
genuine
for this type of boss, the only way I think you can get to him is do a proper analysis and see that, okay, sir, few months ago, before we had this whole ladies.
Don't call us ladies.
This is
Say
sorry.
productive women.
Fantabulous women to say for that.
Yeah.
This is what we were making. Do you understand? And this is how pleased the clients we worked for used to be. Do you understand? But now, considering what has been happening over the few months, this is our productivity level. He needs to come from that angle. It needs to be factual. It needs to be very, very objective.
Exactly.
Because trust me, if I'm that kind of boss, there are several things I don't want to talk about. There are several things I'll be thinking in my head. Maybe there's one fine shorty now that is not answering this HR now in his mind. Maybe he's not looking for a way to reduce, or it's possible that he has a personal vendetta. Because let me tell you one thing about ladies. What I've experienced. If some set of ladies gang up on you like this, forget.
What's it with this gangsters?
Forget.
What's it with the gang
If ladies gang up on you, you go for straight. Even when you are saying things that make sense. The fact that they already know that, we as a community of women, we don't like this.
But we are not ganging up on you right now.
No.
And
So they use Iroro. They use and take follow up this case.
he said,
Don't worry. I
was going to say something.
Yeah.
It's not just about the productivity here now. Now imagine that you have 3 people in a department. 3 of them are all women.
Yeah.
Not to say that women cannot give birth or it's a natural occurrence.
Yeah.
But then you plan for stuffs like that, maternity leaves and the rest. Having 2 people go on maternity leave in a department of 3
And one
people.
person left.
Do you understand? I think that's one of the reasons why people try to balance genders.
Yeah.
Sure, you understand?
Sure.
I think that's still a valid reason. I think
reason,
you have
true.
to, the HR has to go to the drawing board. Let me be talking to you now.
Yes.
Go to a drawing board and actually analyze why
That's
there
right.
needs to
Perfect.
be gender balance in your organization.
Yeah.
Because in all of these stories, he has not told us that he has communicated.
He has not.
Yes.
He has not.
So the communication is very important.
Yes.
But when you are going to bosses like this, you have to tell them, you have to be able to tell them what the impact of their decision is going to be. And the
yes.
repercussions if they don't take this kind of stand.
This
Okay, you
one.
understand?
True.
I think it needs to go to the business owner with that. See what we'll be doing if we do it this way. And except say you know like
Last,
So-
if the
so
boss
I
no
think-
green, you should just forget about it. Go and find another company.
Always
Where you have
all of these people that always say you
Forget
find
about it.
another job, find another job. Maybe you know their faces.
but when you see no,
have
when
jobs.
you see say the thing no come, they walk your way.
Presley just open filling station.
Yes, Presley. Anyways, I think Rachel and Presley had said all of it because for the HR, the question you're asking HR Anonymous is how do you communicate this to your boss so you don't get him angry or you don't get something wrong. So the thing is, I feel the boss might not be seeing anything bad in all of this because he does not understand the implications. So you that you have realized, you have discovered it, I think you should make a step to speaking to him, just like my colleagues have said. So let the boss understand what you're currently going through, the need for gender balance, the need for best fit and best hires, not just by Coke bottle, not by iMalt bottle, not by the
What is
twins,
that? What is
Not
that?
by
Why do you have to mention the Coke
not
bottle?
by the twins when they just
You want me as a boss to now come to work now? Just be seeing people that just be making me to
if
vex.
the boss wants something that will be appealing and attractive to his eyes,
Makes me happy.
you should go to the proper place.
You
So
should,
in
you
all of
should.
it, let's go out of the humor now. Probably the HR, you just need to get your boss to understand the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages of gender balance and productivity in the workplace. So on this note, we'll be going straight to the next story. But if you need job, I've said it. Watch this man.
HR,
Presley is the one.
use your head. You get it. You don't get it. Forget about it.